Okay, so we are going live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another stream of Premier Chess Academy. Today, it's a Saturday morning in the United States and a good Saturday evening for all of our followers, kids, and parents around the world. So I'm very excited to joined by Ankush, Anshul, Surdeep, Kirti. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
great, sir.
Hi
Uh,
guys. Good, sir.
Okay, so Anshul, let me just you let if you are able to explain the audience what is USCF, like what is rating, ELO, what is that in chess, and why is it important for kids to play such events like this? You see, when I was a kid, I did not have any rating events around. Like we used to have one rating event in our city. So, like, how has the dynamics changed when you were a kid? Or probably you can throw some light on those topics to start with.
So, sir, you said that when you were kid and there was only barely one tournament used to be there, which was a rated event. Actually, when I started playing, there wasn't even one event in my city. I have to go around around in India and all other places to play such events. So now, as the world has evolved, now you can play the rating events online as well. So this is one of the program which is USCF. Basically, it's US Chess Federation, and they have started this online program of getting a rating, and that's I think a wonderful opportunity. One the kids can have it. They do not have to take the headache of traveling and all those things, and take out time from their schedule and play the events over there. This is a really good opportunity to play the rating events and as well as achieve such a rating, which you can show as an achievement also in your in the achievement sections, and you can show it as your co-curricular activity achievements. And it is also useful when you go around and play a FIDE events or some other things. So especially in US, you can see some schools are also going to consider these ratings as a base to give a student admission and some additional score for the getting admission points. So I think this is a wonderful opportunity. And well, you asked for a ELO as well. So ELO is basically a rating points you can consider. And kid should when the kid is going to win a game, so he's going to increase his yellow points, and if he's going to lose, so likely he's going to lose yellow points.
All right, thank you so much. And the game should be starting any minute. We are just waiting for the games to start. It usually takes around 1 or 2 minutes plus for the games to start here. Before the game starts, Surdeep, I wanted to throw a question at you. How important do you think like consistency in chess? You see, these events provide kids like an opportunity to be consistently playing these rated tournaments. So what are your thoughts there? How important is like consistency in chess?
Yeah, I feel like to improve a lot, you need to play rating tournament consistently. Like you need to play and you need to prepare. So both should go hand in hand so that you can improve. Like you need to play rated events and then you need to analyze your games, like where you are doing mistakes and where you need to improve. Right. So after playing the rated events, then you need to analyze all the games and prepare, and then again you need to play another events. So by this you can improve a lot. So this is how we should prepare and we should play all the events.
All right. Okay. And we see some games have kicked off. All right. Thanks, Rudeep. Yeah, consistency is key. All right, guys. And we have maximum participation. So 50 is the upper limit. And we see if all the 50 kids have joined. And this is a game going on between Musa Ali 15 and Arush 0827. Black is clearly favorite here and a piece up. All right. How many moves do you think Black will take here to wrap this up, guys? And right, see, okay. So this game clearly Black is a piece up, which is this bishop, And does white has any chances? Okay, white
Not after
offers.
this. Not after this. Not
All
after
right.
the exchange.
White just offers a rook exchange. But if black plays it, all right, the white bishop can suddenly become active and come into the game. And this, of course, seems to us like black should comfortably win here. Black taking time, but taking a pause at the correct moment. Also, for the audience watching here, this is Swiss tournament. All right, Kitishi, would you like to throw some light on what Swiss tournament is for the audience?
That would be this is format.
All right, second. Okay. Okay, guys, your thought about this game. Who do you think is better, white or black?
Like white is somehow very active, like the pieces are very active, but I don't think that the exchange is quite good for white because a rook g4 could have been played rather than rook d8 because the rook was very active, and the more there will be exchange, the more black will be like getting placed. Like after
Well,
c5, black can continue with rook. Yeah.
seems like white is dominating in this. Well, he should grab the e file, which he is missing right now. So once he's gonna grab the e file, that's gonna be good for the white. Obviously, he should not lose his pawn. So the c2 pawn, which is in danger, I think definitely white gonna save it after this move. So yeah, black is forced to save his king. He's gonna probably go inside to hedge, and after that, a comfortable rook f2 is coming. But though we have to see that the queen d4 check by the black is also coming, which can make him win a pawn. But his rook is badly placed on c8 because the white queen is all eyeing that c8 rook. Well, that's
This is very passive move by white, putting his rook behind the c pawn. To protect your pawn, you're using your whole rook. So I think it was better to play something else like rook f2, c4. Something else should have been tried.
Like
But
here,
rook,
rook f2 only could have been played because
yeah,
c4 would be bad losing the d3 pawn.
I think in this position after rook c1,
rook f2 and rook e1. Yeah, rook f2 and followed by rook e1 was a good. Rook c8 is hanging. Queen cross c8. Black loses.
Yeah. As
yeah,
I
here
earlier
black
said, the rook
queen
was
d4
very
followed by
badly
rook
placed.
e8.
Okay, he offers a queen trade also.
Okay, that
Queen,
one. That
queen takes
is
c8 for
So
black.
see, kids
White,
don't know this. When you're material down, you don't have to exchange pieces. You should try to exchange
he just
pawns, not the
resigned though. He
pieces.
just resigned though.
okay, the
Yeah.
opponent
So
just
black.
resigned. But I guess here, then, when the queens are not off the board, shouldn't have resigned. Probably some
Yeah,
move like
There's a queen
queen
Oh,
e.
e3. The
there are
keyboard where
some
he
tricks.
said queen
Yes.
e3 check, the rook was going.
So, so shouldn't have resigned. Charit
In this case,
Jetty, if
queen
you
e3
watch
check
the
was
stream
coming.
later, you shouldn't have resigned here in this position. Kids always play till the end,
Like
don't
it's a
resign.
draw. It's a draw.
These are the only results that we have seen here, and Arush and Aditya G25. There are a lot of kids who have moved to point number ones, but there are still a lot of games going on. Let's see the game. Okay, let's see this game here. Karthik Kartikeya 1 and Arnav 1607. Arnav is black, Karthikeyan is white. All right, guys, this is heading towards an interesting end game. What are your thoughts here?
there's a four coming on inside. Okay, but not now.
Black
There were.
Okay,
prevented.
white can go rook to d8 to exchange the rooks. He's a pawn up and he has queenside majority. So white shouldn't mind exchanging the pieces. Okay, he attacks the pawn.
But I think white is in a quite comfortable position. He should try to win some more material. Before exchanging, I think he can win some pawns because the pawns are very
Okay,
isolated, you can see. Yeah, so
yeah.
this is a good one. I think white has gone for the pawn.
White is also
And
better on the clock here, so white looks comfortably well here.
well, white should worry about the back rank. He should not forget to,
Oh,
make a
yeah.
space for his king. And yeah, he can also activate his the knight on c3.
All right. Okay. So, Anshul, you said back rank, right? Like for the audiences or for the kids, some of the kids who are just level one kids watching this, and some of the audience or the parents might not know what back rank is. Can you just quickly explain what back rank is to the audience?
So, well, those kids who have crossed advanced beginner level in Premier Chess Academy, they are very familiar with the back rank mate because we usually teach this back rank mate in the advanced beginner. The back rank mate is basically when the king is blocked by its own pawns in front of it, and there is no rook or the queen is on the first rank, you can say. As for the case of white side, there is no rook present on the first rank to defend it. So, and if the opponent can bring his rook or the queen on the first rank, it can make a back rank mate because the king will be blocked by its own pawns and he do not have a space to escape. So that could be considered as a back rank mate.
Right, awesome. And you push either of one of this pawn forward to usually prevent this
Yes,
back rank checkmate. And in this case, I guess you don't push the G pawn because you don't want
right,
to empty a light square because black has a light square bishop or a white square. So you probably
right.
push the H pawn or the F pawn forward.
Yeah, best
And
move here, I think the h3 pawn can work. So the white has to save his knight first. Your
yes,
knight pair is working really well over there, the queen side, and they are basically dominating that side. And the white is eyeing this c7 pawn again. So basically, the white strategy is very clear that he needs to take more advantage in this game as he's having a very good position, and he should not go for exchange at piece at this time. He should try to win one more pawn and then go for the exchanges. That's gonna simplify his game, and comfortably he can just promote his one of the pawn from the queen side.
all
Okay,
right.
f3. F3 would have been a better move in that position because the e pawn is pinned to the rook. So
India.
Right.
f3 was a better, but still this works. H3.
Yes. H3 is also fine. Okay.
Lost,
And
yeah.
Okay. White takes everything he gets.
but
Now
can
it's the
black
time to
capture here now?
Yeah,
Something.
white has 3 connected passed pawns. Yeah, he can do that discovery, but I think it's too late. White
Yeah,
had
like
3
you couldn't
connect.
give him anything.
Yeah, 3 connected passed pawns. They
white
are
would
more than minor piece.
white would like to simplify the
Oh,
game now,
he
so
does
it's
go for
better
the
for him to exchange.
sacrifice.
Okay, he did
That's
that
what he did.
discovery on the knight.
I
But
think we are
knight
listening to
can.
This clear win for white. Like
It's okay. It's okay. White should not worry about that knight.
Panic.
He should.
yeah, he
White
just
should
Stack
take.
the bishop.
yeah, and push the pawn.
Good tricks.
Easy. Oh, yeah.
Simply take the bishop and just go forward with your
Mhm.
pawns. Okay, he
Oh,
played knight
that's
e.
bad.
There was not. It wasn't necessary. The c pawn is not connected to the other 2 pawns now. So, but it is okay. Forcing some exchange.
All right. So this we are feeling that Karthikeyan should be easily winning. All right. Let's jump to new games. There are a lot of games still going on, and this is
Oh,
Shreyan double eight double eight. All right.
Interesting.
Interesting end game that we have jumped to.
is
Black and
this
draw
winning
this.
for white? But that's a root.
Takes.
No, it should be win for the white.
Okay,
He
it's
Winning.
knows
been
how to call
white
things.
king goes in the key square.
Oh,
Oh,
now
wrong
it's
move
a
played by
draw.
white.
We
King
just
a6
said
was
that.
a move. Now
All
it's a
right,
draw.
all right.
Yeah,
Let
king
me
is
let
That
me
was a
just
draw.
guys, let me just go back and let's show the audience. Okay. So here, what black is basically trying to do is come with the king, and it's difficult to calculate for kids if the king is in time or not. And
White, yeah, white should have taken the path of like c4 d5, that path,
Yeah.
getting the opposition, shouldering the black king away. So I think he chose a wrong path, white. The way he moved king to b3 and b4,
so
that
here
wasn't a good
you
idea for
To
white.
all those
Oh,
listening, I think you should remember
so
one thing.
sad.
When you want to make a pawn promotion, your king should be ahead of your pawn. That is what you should
Not
follow.
behind the pawn, yeah.
all
So
right.
this was a key moment. White was still winning after a pawn to a4.
Yeah.
Takes. Now here the key square for white king is a6. White king
Yeah.
goes to a6. Wherever black king goes, that position is winning for white. So, but pushing the pawn was a mistake. See, if you push the
Then
pawn, you
black
push
king would
the,
occupy the key square. So the key squares will be
yeah.
pushed further now. The
So
seventh and
the
eighth
rule,
giant.
so
In this
rule can be
position, one
easily, and rules can be easily understood in this position. Like if you push the pawn, you push the key squares with it. So make sure your
True.
king is in front of the pawn.
And once the
in this
opponent
one
controls the key squares, you're not winning.
in this like when we have a B pawn, there is one interesting position comes when your king is on B6 and the black king has gone to A8. You know, there some people get confused that if I will go to C7, it could make a stalemate also over there. So, you know, in that case, the king can come to A6, the white king can come to A6, the black king will be on A8, but then you have to just keep pushing the pawn. So the
Yeah,
king will have to came out on C7 and
king
you
to the
know,
short side.
yeah, even the kids who are trained in pawn promotion, they also get confused in these kind of positions. So this is a very interesting position can come up in this game. So black should keep trying till the end, even if the white is playing this right moves. Like if king goes to a6, the king goes to b8. Yeah, the white king goes to a6, the black king goes to b8, then king comes to b6, and then king goes to a8.
Again,
Yeah,
king
so
to the short side.
yeah, so
King
well
c7
here
is a stalemate here.
no, not a stalemate right now. If king goes to c7, he's still having a a7. But here I'm just trying to make a point. Let's say here, not in this case. Well, when the king was on going to c7, yeah, when king is on a8 and king is on, let's suppose, a6. In this case, the white should keep pushing the pawn. Yeah, king to a8, then king to a6. Now here, let's suppose it is white's turn still. So white should start pushing the pawn. That is what white going to make win. Okay, so let's say we go to pawn b6, black king comes to b8, and then pawn to b7. That's gonna scoop out the king from that the back rank, and the king has to come out on c7,
A7.
and it's gonna win.
Yeah.
Right, awesome endgame techniques by the experts in our commentary panel here. Okay, guys, let's jump. This game was over. Let's jump to all right. Here we were seeing that it was a simple win, but Karthikeyan hasn't converted yet. What do you guys think? Also, this is going to the wire in terms of time. So, yes,
Well, Karthikeyan is following the same technique that he wants to win some more material. But I think at this position, he should simplify by exchanging the rooks. That's
Yeah.
going to make him win comfortably this game. He should
Outside passed
activate his
pawns.
king. Yeah.
Connected
activate
outside
his
passed pawn. Yeah. Winning plan here is simple. Just push those pawns.
But
also,
first, white should play rook c3 and cut the black king from going to
No,
c1.
white should not exchange pawns here. White is making it difficult for himself. White should not exchange pawns.
Here, first g4, yeah, it's not good.
See, now black king is free, right? It doesn't have to go to queen side. Okay, he's going to the wrong side. Black king is choosing the wrong side. Okay, now this game should be a draw. It is a draw now.
Yeah.
Oh.
but Karthikeyan is very adamant. Arnav has offered a draw a couple of times here, but Karthikeyan has declined the draw a couple of times. So his clear intention is winning. White thinks should be a win. So probably, let's see. Okay, now the king
Still white
seems
is
to be
better. Like
cut
white
off,
needs to play
and
a5 here.
Can't you just promote here? Like, can't you just keep pushing
And
the
now
pawns?
white is better. Black king is in very, very bad position here. He should not go and save that pawn. Yeah. So black has to put his rook on b2. So it is important to put your rook behind the pawn which has more advance.
all right.
Okay,
So I just
white is
wanted to tune in with Surudeep. Surudeep, you can tell us, like you see, always there is like famous saying, right? Rook and pawn in games are usually drawn, and as Ankush was telling us, right, your rook should always be behind. So how do you manage this? How do you play this? And as a kid, how do you hold nerves in this position? Like,
Like when we play rook n games, like maximum rook n games are like basically draw, but if it's really like as Karpov said that 90% rook n games are winning if we know the right technique. So here, if we analyze this position previously, the king should have been cut off previously by the white. So it were a very easy win.
Right. Cutoff, can you explain the term cutoff here?
Yeah, like if you go back to moves like when the king was on d7, yeah, few moves are there. Like when the white king was on g1, like you can back few moves. Like
Here?
yeah, rook can yeah no, you can take back few moves like 45 moves I think. Move number 45.
About here?
Yeah, here I was saying like white would have played like previously rook c4.
All right, somewhere here, right?
Yeah, like rook c3. Yeah, that was I was saying. Rook c3 can be played, and it would have been an easy win for white. Like
Yes,
after that,
and
the white
just
king
not
was on
allowing the
c3.
king to
Definitely.
come near your pawns and slowing it. All right, let's see. Time is going on, and let's see. 1 second. Okay,
Oh, that's bad.
White blunders.
white blunders a pawn, and here, but still white is okay, and it's a draw.
Oh,
Sorry, the
insufficient.
moves went on like in very quickly, but let's just see. So white was trying to hold up. White ate up that
White should
pawn,
have
but
played
king.
a6 first,
Oh,
then rook c8. Bad luck
Uh,
for
there,
white.
there was a position where one pawn was a6, a5, and other pawn was on b6. So here white should have tried rook b2 and just pushed the a pawn. Yeah, in this position. No need to go rook to c7. In this position, rook to b2 should be there and pawn a6. So rook c7 is also active, but in previously I was saying. Here
don't
also,
get actually pass pawns to
yeah,
insufficient material
here
draw.
rook b4. Here rook b4.
Rook d4.
Rook b4. After black goes rook b7.
Here,
Black
d4, right?
goes rook,
No, no.
yeah,
Yep.
b4, yeah.
All right.
After black goes rook
Yeah,
b7.
So even if
Yeah.
when the rook was on c7, the white rook was on c7 and the pawn was on b7, he should have kept playing the a pawn. There wasn't a
Yeah,
need to
that,
play rook c8. So that was also a simple win.
so there is one more rule. The other rule says if your two connected passed pawns reaches 6th rank and the opponent king is too far, a rook cannot stop it. So yeah, in this position, if white plays a rook pawn to a6, then even the rook is also not needed.
All right. So you mean you're saying we can sacrifice this rook here and still these pawns will make a king?
No, I'm saying white should not do this, but I'm saying if white don't
Stylish
have a
win.
rook here and
All
it
right.
is white to move, white
Well,
can play a6 and one of the
okay.
pawn will promote to a queen.
Well, let's just see the possibility if the rook sacrifices on g5. Well,
It's
my
black to
question to the
play a
panel
second.
is,
Here,
Yeah, so it's tempo,
okay,
tempo.
it's black to
yeah.
play here. So
It,
black rook
well,
went to
let's say,
b7. Now we can't
yeah,
sacrifice,
let's
I
say,
guess. Now
Now,
it's
yeah,
not.
now
rook
it's not
Obviously
possible.
not.
Now it's not
Now it's
possible.
not
Obviously not.
possible.
yeah.
It
yeah,
was
Let's say,
black.
yeah,
Should be,
We
in this,
forgot that it
it
was
should
black to play here. So like black
it
went
should be
rook
white to
g7.
play.
now
Yeah.
now it's not possible. Yeah.
Let's just make a random move with black. Then let's
yeah,
just say check. King goes here,
Okay,
a6.
white wins is white is winning.
white is,
Oh, just for rook
Winning.
Yeah.
Completely
e7.
winning.
Yeah.
He can go rook to e6, but one of the pawn promotes. Rook
Okay.
e6, just push one of the pawn. Yeah. Now other so it's the rule.
that's,
Two connected
Why don't
pass
you
pawn
just
reaches the
perpetual
6th
check?
rank.
but
No, rook
sometimes
versus queen is
yeah, this
No,
position also gets draw. If you
check.
don't know how to win a rook,
no, this is not a draw.
The king will run away from the perpetuals, right?
King will just chase the rook. Yeah, king will just chase the black rook.
Yeah.
So black will run out of checks, and that's
You can,
white
yeah,
will win.
eventually you run out of checks and it's not gonna work.
All right, guys. Round two has already started, I guess, and
Who's go
uh,
first?
there are a lot of kids. It's like let's see. Let-
Arash.
All right. Arush and Arya Magi, both of them are at 1 points, and this is an interesting position that has come up, and it's come from a French. It is showing. Quite interesting.
Looks like events can be kind of position. Looks like that.
All right. So it's black to play here. What are your thoughts? What should black do here?
Okay, good
Yes.
move. Getting the
This is
bishop
a good
here.
move.
White is taking a knight to g6, and black
Yeah, the
should do
bishop
something about
bishop
the
pair.
diagonal.
Yeah, bishop pair was very good
Knight
for the
h6.
white side, and that's what the white
Yeah,
black
black
did
just
a
traded the
good thing.
white bishop. It's a very good decision from black.
Right. The white had some threats for knight g6. The bishop and the queen were
But now it's
pinning
fine.
this pawn, so black eliminates this dangerous bishop, which was a good decision and great thoughts here. So let's see. But what should be white's plan?
White
Now
should
white
activate
just,
his rooks.
yeah, and now just try to take this diagonal. Like the queen on c4 is very active, not letting the bishop is also unable to develop to e6 because the knight is on f4, very well placed. So I think black needs to maneuver.
Okay, this wrong square
It
bishop
like just
f5 is
knight
coming.
to
Yeah,
d6, like knight to
bishop
d6 and knight to f5. I think.
Queen e2 was
Yeah.
better. Queen e2,
Queen,
f3,
yeah.
and then g3.
See,
That
So
would be the
they don't.
he plays bishop f5. I feel like the
Again,
position starts getting very passive for white now.
Now,
Suddenly white looks very passive.
now white can't even move his rook to b1. So bishop is good. Light square bishop is good.
I
Like
think
I think c5 is also coming now. c5 followed by knight e4.
Knight h5. I think knight h5. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Queen c1.
well, here also black could have gone for knight c.
Queen c1. I think queen and bishop should be on the same diagonal to watch out the
yeah.
black key. So this is not a good idea.
Where pawn push just eliminating that knight from there.
Yeah, that's well. I played this. It's fine. He should not let his knight
It's
sit over here.
playable. Okay. Feel like now maybe retrieve the queen. Oh,
Now
no.
black will get some counterplay along the e file, right? So playing
black just
f3.
Bishop e6.
No, I think
Rook
should
e8 is
be-
better.
Yeah, rook e8
Rook
is
e8 is
better
better.
because you should try to activate the rooks at this point. If you keep playing your minor pieces right now, that's gonna just waste some moves. What's gonna happen with attacking the queen? There's nothing gonna
Bishop
be
is actually much better placed on that diagonal.
right.
Right,
That is a
correct.
good
If they can
diagonal to
stop
play on
him.
that.
Okay, black don't know what to do. He plays c6.
Right. Let's see. Let's
Okay,
see.
just
sides
centralize the rook. Yeah,
Both
Yeah.
sides
centralize the
should
rooks.
centralize the rooks. You're right.
Or just double up the rooks.
Right. So black didn't even have this rooks connected. Okay, so those students who are listening, your rooks should be connected at this point with each other. Rooks power are being together. So if they're gonna play single-handedly, they're not gonna play better. But if they
Yeah.
are connected with each other, they are way better than the queen.
Black should play something like b5 and knight c4. c4 is an excellent outpost for black knight. So b5 and knight c4 should be one idea.
All right. Usually, it's kind of difficult for kids to find these moves or the exact maneuvering. But like our panelists showing here, what are the key squares? Now, I guess knight c4 is probably a natural move because,
Yeah.
and
Knight
then
c4, queen c1.
queen
And
c1,
then
and then
c1
probably
force and then just probably
i-
just, yeah.
now knight c4, as I mentioned, it's a knight 4, so it's very natural.
Queen
Probably he
c1.
might even take it, or b5 is as Ankush suggested.
He
So
might just take it.
Now I don't think b5 is necessary. Now knight is already protected by the bishop.
Yeah.
we should.
I think
Right.
I
still
think here
black should
black
be-
should go for a4, then b5. Then the structure will be very nice for black. First
Black
still take out his rooks. Okay, he should not go for the bishop. The bishop is not doing so much for the white side. I
Yeah,
think his knight
exactly.
The knight is much more
knight
active.
is better over here. Yeah, he did the
Yeah,
right thing.
this is a good move. Clearing the path for the rook to e8. Yeah, rook should go to e8.
All right, guys. Let's jump to another game. We have spent a lot of time on this game. There are like 50 games going on. Let's see. Sanjeev GM. Interesting username. Kids should be optimistic and aim for the GM title. Sanjeev GM versus Kayal Karthik going on here, and Sanjeev playing like a GM. Looking just at the position, all the pieces have entered into black's camp. Black king hasn't castled. Is there a checkmate threat right now? Right away, guys.
Yeah, c7 he's eyeing for. I think if the queen will be displaced from the square,
Yeah, if
the
that
queen
happens.
c7 can work.
Oh, he did leave a knight hanging over there. I mean, if the queen just takes the knight on h4.
Bait. That knight was bait.
Well, black should quickly play pawn a6, or it should be more trouble for him.
All right.
I feel like all the pieces are coming towards the black
I
king.
think now the move bishop g8 is coming. I think.
Bishop?
Bishop to
Bishop
g8.
g8.
But still
G8.
queen e6 is there, yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, that
But
can be
still
done.
lost. This question is lost.
Yeah. Bishop
Isn't
g8,
it
queen g. Yeah, very good.
Black
That
finds
is a
the
strong
move
move.
bishop g8. It's
But
a very
queen-
strong move.
Bishop,
But queen
queen
g6.
e6.
Yeah, but after queen g6, nothing is there.
Queen
Oh, yeah,
e2.
nothing
Yeah,
is there.
attack is gone.
From
Attack
Attack
is
is
gone.
gone.
That is gone,
So
okay.
black just gets it, but
The
white
white is a
is
healthy piece up.
white is an entire piece up. Yes, so white should be taking this home. We'll come back to these games. Let's quickly switch to another games, and we'll also see the standings. There are 5 kids who have already for 2 out of 2. Round 2 is going on, and for the audiences, there are 4 rounds that are going to happen today, and each round is 10 minutes plus 2 seconds. That is the time control. There is Mythic One. Underscore one, who is also on 1.5 out of 2, so still competing, and there are still some games going on. So, with these 5 kids, there will be another 5, 7 kids who will be joining them on the leaderboard with 2 out of 2. The games which are going on, let's see, Spider-Man 191 versus Aryan P 29. We like the usernames that the kids keep. Spider-Man 191 having some internet troubles, a lag in the connection, but the position also doesn't help Spider-Man's case. Uh, all right, guys. It's like black is just a queen up, but still a very interesting
Let's see.
position. All right. Here the black knight
Let's
is
see who's
entered.
played.
Now, what should the white king go? Like, yeah, king e1 or d2 was a better case, better move. Right.
I think here black is just waiting. Like black is having just more queen.
Like nd4 or something.
Yes, black is clearly winning. White has very less chances to create anything. Also, we see black's a higher rated player, so clearly better here. And let's see.
Black can play a cheeky move over here. He should let him pin it. Like he should go for something like activate his bishop or take out the other rook on d8. Okay, he should let him pin it, because if he white gonna pin the knight over here, so knight is coming to e3 a sacrifice, and black can comfortably take the rook on c1. Oh well, he
Knight
shouldn't
d4
have took it
just
back.
getting the knight.
No, he just
Right.
took it back. He should have let him pin it. Okay, but I think black is wondering to, he's trying to take his queen to c2 and then try to do something over there. Win some pawns probably.
Okay, Anshul going for tricks, but the kid is playing safe chess, and that's true. Like you want to avoid wins. That is also what we teach kids. But yeah, there would have been a trick like knight e3 if rook would have gone to. So what Anshul suggested, the variation, right? Like here you suggested rook d8. 1 second, sorry. All right, I'm unable to make the moves. But I got your point, and it's Queen C2 here threatening some attacks. And let's jump to another game. We'll see. There are more games going
He's
on.
threatening a
And
checkmate also by taking.
this is the game that we were seeing and spent a lot of time. Arvish versus Arya Magi, and it's now has taken a different kind of a turn where we thought black was very comfortable, but white has some kind of attack going on. But let's see.
Oh, wow. Isn't pawn takes? What about e takes
Uh,
here?
I think the queen can capture
King
the
F8.
d4. Yeah.
Knight at 6.
Well, here,
Yeah.
if
Knight
white
at
gonna give, yeah,
Yeah.
white is
I
giving a
think
chance for a smothered mate.
Oh,
Oh, it's a smothered mate.
back.
Knight
No, not
H3.
smothered mate.
Knight H3.
So not smothered mate. There is not rook to come
Yeah,
and capture.
but it's a checkmate.
Okay, back rank checkmate. Queen G8
so we
checkmate.
have a back
Okay,
rank.
King G8, G1.
Oh, it's a
back rank
combination of the
checkmate.
knight and the.
Wow.
But is he gonna find it though?
Yeah, I think he got
This is very natural. Yeah, when he captured on there, he should have known this, right? He allowed white to push even to e7. Pawn could have gone to e7
Black is
as well.
thinking.
Confident about it, that is.
Yes,
Black
I
is
like this
calculating.
when they take. Oh my
Oh,
god.
black goes
Oh
Queen C5.
no.
So
Queen e6.
What?
Queen
Queen
E3.
E3.
Okay, avoiding all the tactics. White wins. Queen e8 is a checkmate. So
No, but now
and Queen
black can.
c1.
Queen E3. Yeah.
Oh.
Queen e8 checkmate. Checkmate. Yeah, kids see black was totally winning, but black just
So
missed the
black
winning
had to
tactic, right?
play Knight
Double
H3,
check.
King F1, and this is the
Double.
checkmate.
No,
No,
Queen
not
f2
the
was also.
checkmate. Sorry.
Queen
F2,
f2.
F2.
Queen
Queen
f2.
F2 was the
Queen F2.
checkmate. Sorry. Uh, and here black played a very passive kind of a move. But here also black can simply exchange, but
Yes.
and go into the end
but
game.
then the ending is
Yeah,
not so.
black is much better. Black is a pawn
winning,
up
right?
actually.
Black
is
is a
winning,
pawn
right?
up.
He's
This
gonna get
pawn is
tapped.
falling. Three
Pawn up.
pawns versus one pawn on this
3
side.
to 1.
So, all right, kids, if you're watching, Arush white takes the lead. Aryan Magi could have been in the lead and defeated a 1586 player, almost winning game. All right, good chances, but
Good.
keep it up. Let's see. So I guess for the round two, only
What
one
about,
game is
oh, there's
left.
Sanjeev GM.
Sanjeev
What about
GM
Sanjeev
games we
GM?
saw. Yes. All right. Now it's a different kind of attack. The knight is gone somehow. Can black take
Okay.
this bishop now? And is black winning here? Black might have turned. Okay,
A
but
lot
the
of time
time
trouble. There's like time trouble going on over here.
white Sanjeev GM is on
Playing like a
simply
GM.
C3, only on 50 seconds, whereas so Sanjeev GM is on 4.5 minutes.
Sanjeev GM has 4 minutes on the clock and Karthik has
Oh, bishop to b4 is not a
46. Oh, there's some tactics coming in.
Kids they make these mistakes like bishop b4 and then they see the pawn is coming so they realize their mistake.
Oh, I think after bishop b4 c3, rook can still capture the bishop and then followed by queen e7.
Right.
Still, it's
Yeah.
good. But rook g1 was coming from white. Now white can capture the rook. Wait.
Oh, just opening up
Complicating the
that
issue. Asking for trouble. White is asking for trouble.
But black could have simply eaten
But
up
black
here, right?
says, I'm not interested. White is
No, you
asking for
can't.
trouble, but black says, no, I'm not interested.
But I don't think why white is not capturing the rook. Is there anything? The bishop can easily capture the rook on h8.
White should simplify it by making a long castle. That's it. He's comfortable.
But what about the rook on h8?
Yeah, the rook on it.
H8 is also hanging.
Yeah.
Should capture.
He
I
can
guess he
take
just
it.
wanted to avoid any kind of threats here. So that's why he played some certain couple of moves because he thought he can eat up the rook anytime. Now should be the right time to do it. And Sanjeev GM taking some time, but should be a victory soon. All right, let's jump. Let's see if there is any time scramble going on, any interesting game. Uh, okay, this is one of the games going on, which is also on. Both the kids have only 2 minutes left. Rook near AVB, and let's see if Rook near AVB is able to use his rook to checkmate or attack the black king. Just looking through, if all the pieces get exchanged, white might only be left with a knight and a bishop. And I'm not sure whether Rook near AVB might know a knight and a bishop checkmate. But here,
Oh,
and yes. If only black king is able to eat that g4 pawn. No, 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 no. So white will get the queen, and yeah, and also walk the plank. Walk the plank, walk your king up, not to the corner. All right. Walk the plank goes to the corner. White will simply get a
it's
queen and
completely
white will
winning.
win this game.
Yeah.
All right. So mostly these were the last two games left for this round. Sanjeev GM was winning there, we saw. And he is still winning. Let's see if he ate up the rook finally. Yeah, Surdeep, as you suggested, he did eat up the rook. And all right, but here Kayal Karthik is playing on seconds, and Sanjeev GM should be able to find a victory here. And yeah, this is the last game of the round going on. We'll be jumping to round three after this, and Sanjeev GM versus Kayal Karthik. We'll also look at standings. All right, he gives a check. But hats off to Kayal Karthik. Like from the beginning, we saw when we saw this position, the queen was inside, the knight was on g5. So black has had a tenacious defense, and which can be very frustrating at times for white because white is not able to find those key moves as victory. Uh, Now probably okay, white won on time.
On
So
time.
Oh, yeah,
all
but
right.
that was a good move. He has played the pawn a4. He's trying to open up the a file, and that's gonna trouble black so much.
Right. White trying for tricks and black had to think here, which black did not have time to. All right. So round three kicked off already, and we see there are 9 kids already on the leaderboard. Couple of three more kids chasing the pack at 1.5 who still have chance to
Which
finish at the
it's
top.
still here.
Aditya
Okay.
G25, Chess Minator, Rook Niver. We just saw that victory. And all right. Arush, Yashvi, Dhairya, all these guys on the top. Round three kicked off. Let's see. Can round three kicked off. Let's see the games if we are able to see the games of the leader. And yeah, Arush game versus uh B Med Hunch. Let's look at this. All right.
Well, that's a very strange opening.
Okay. All right. So Anshul has to take a leave. All right. Anshul, thank you for
Sir, Ankush.
sorry, Ankush.
Ankush,
Sorry, Ankush
Ankush,
has to
Ankush.
take a leave. Ankush,
Yeah.
thank you for tuning in. We will definitely see you in one of the next streams, probably playing another Simon. Uh,
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Bye bye.
Bye.
see you, sir.
Bye, Ankush.
us here since okay, and we are all set. Let's see, all good to go here. Coming back, let's come back to the games.
I think the fourth
Yes.
round is starting, right?
Sorry. The third round is started. We are still in the third
Yeah,
round.
third round is still
We have one
ongoing.
more round to go. The fourth round is yet to start. Since this is a Swiss format, it takes a little bit of time as all the games are over. Then only the next round starts in. And some kids are playing tenacious chess. We saw Karthik last game where Black was trying to defend, so went ahead. This is the game which is going on amongst the leaders, Ash and Baymed B-Med hunch, and it's D4 C6 and a slow opening that we saw here. All right, guys, your thoughts. For
Well,
me,
white having an isolated pawn in the center, that should be taken care of. But it is pretty strong until this bishop on e3 is there. Yeah, but black can try to develop more things and bring more attacks. He should castle probably.
Yeah.
white castles, black also might
Here
see
also we can
wins.
see that black is having two hanging pawns, that is on c6 and d5, and the c6 pawn is also very backward. So white should try to play rook to c1, but the c3 square is very weak. Yeah, knight c3 is played.
Knight
So
C3 is played, and where is the queen going?
only one move is there, queen to
It's
e1.
forced, I think.
Yeah,
So
it's forced to go to e1, or else he'll lose the bishop.
I just
Well,
capture now.
I think
Yeah.
black didn't, shouldn't have took this bishop because it wasn't a good bishop. It was probably a cramped bishop inside, and he wasn't doing anything.
Ah,
So
Oh, no.
exchanging at this point, why black should avoid exchanging things. He's at a good position. He should try to bring more things in the game. Yeah, that's a fine move he has played. Well, white's strategy should be unpin his queen and try to play his rooks. See, white should go for the weakness. The weakness lies over here, c6. Yeah, he should try to attack more on c6. That should have been his strategy.
hmm, F4 is too daring. All right. Okay.
Well,
So here, between the leaders, we'll come back and we'll see what happens. And let's jump to a few more games which we might not have seen. Yeah, we haven't seen these Vihan Mandape playing against Ishan Reddy, so we haven't tuned in. But Vihan clearly, all right, too fast. Both of them have played the game too fast, only taken 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes to play this game. And Black is clearly a rook up and should be winning. Let's just see if Vihan is able to find this win very quickly, or else we'll jump to the next game because here Vihan seems to be winning against Ishan.
well, it's a comfortable win for black. There's nothing white can do in this game. Unless black gonna blunder his rook.
Yeah. Even if he blunders his rook, I don't think black's gonna lose.
Yes, because 2 pawns up is enough to
It's a
win.
huge advantage, and they're connected pawns, so
Right.
All right. Yes, Black finds the correct moves, and probably Black is just simply winning here. Okay, guys, let's see. We need to analyze all. This is another game against the genius, against on the top of the leaderboard. Uh, Mahas win the genius and chess
wow, it's
animate.
interesting. Oh,
Well,
Chess.
it's a checkmate. Yeah, the knight can save it. Okay, black should save his bishop.
it's just taking some time. Okay, knight to
Oh, blunder. It's a
just
blunder.
struggling the bishop. Bishop takes, yeah. Now suddenly things are looking very strong for black. I mean, it was already strong considering there was a rook.
Yep. Also, there was a passer pawn on c7. So, that was fair enough for the black to exchange the things also and win even
Yeah,
after
just
that.
kind of promote. If everything doesn't work, then at least you can promote.
Now I think white gonna probably lose his knight as well.
Yeah, after knight, if the knight just goes anywhere with a double attack on the knight on e1, the rook
Right.
and the bishop just
I think
capturing.
bishop gonna I4 c7 pawn, and then the knight is coming to d5.
White is gobbling pawns. Wow, even in this position. Maybe I think white should have played. Oh yeah, now it's lost. I thought of like maybe like f2 or get the bishop on g3 like before, not now. Just kind of getting the bishop on that line. Now even
White
that
can,
is
king e2 is the only move.
This game clearly. So, Mahaswin, the genius, will be on 3-on-3. Only like four, five, couple of players will be on 3-on-3. And coming back, this game has taken a different type of shape. Uh, we were
Well,
looking at
white is
this
going
game,
for the weakness. Yes, here
and
the
yeah,
c6 is a weakness, and white is going for that, and that's a good thing. Yeah, he should probably bring the knight into play too. Knight is going to come stronger over e5, and c6 will be in trouble after that.
all
See,
right.
these isolated pawns are, very tough to handle. You can see white have to keep his whole bishop on the duty to save the pawn on d4. And that is, bothering the white side. He should do something about this pawn. So basically, white is trying to exchange his pawn with the c pawn, and black should probably, try to do that, because even after that, black is stronger in the middle. But once it's done, the white bishop will be set free, and that could change the scenario.
Right, this position is still complicated, and we see there are a number of attackers and defenders from both the
defenders.
sides, which we
There's a lot of
usually.
defense going on. I feel like a lot of games are themed on defense.
So this will be an interesting battle. Also, it's very interesting to look at the time. Uh, B Med Hunch
Three
has
versus eight.
taken almost like less than half. So it's yes, three versus almost 8 minutes. And Arush playing really fast and finding the correct moves also. So we'll jump back, we'll come back, and we'll see who else joins uh, in the standings. Chess Minator now only Arnav 1605 makes a draw. So Arnav is at 2.5 chasing Chess Minator. Probably one of them will get paired. So BMed Hansh versus Arosh are still playing. And there are other games also going on. Let's see Aditya G25 versus USCF. All right. VB is the initials and USCF is the ID, I guess. And interesting, Aditya G25 will join the leaderboard, it
Is our
looks
position.
like.
This is
Well,
also white is clearly winning.
Even if he just exchanges the rooks, I think he should be fine just with the bishop, right? He doesn't need the
yeah,
rooks.
it's a complete advantage for the white end. He should simplify the game by exchanging the rooks.
Yeah, like
He's
instead of
doing the
just
right thing.
yeah, he's going after the pawns and then probably just
Yeah,
exchanging.
Rook
yeah,
B7
double
looks
double the
very
rook.
ugly. If you're just the rook doing the defending duties.
Yeah, he should have probably saved it with the rook c8 and
Right.
Yeah,
not
those
Is
three
are
is
c7.
very passive for
is
the
is
sake of
there
the
a check?
pawn.
Is there a checkmate threat? Something like that? If white plays
Yeah,
G4,
what about rook e6?
Yeah, probably he should play g4 right now.
first
No,
G4, I guess.
g4,
So
yes.
after rook e6, king f5, g4, it's a checkmate, I think.
It's a
Yeah.
checkmate, yeah.
Yeah,
And he
checkmate.
finds
Yeah.
it.
He should
All
have
right,
gone
just a
here.
different sequence of
Rook
orders.
h7
And
is out
Aditya
there.
G25 joins the leaderboard with Chess Minator, and we'll see others also who are joining. All right, Rookner AB joins the leaderboard too. We'll come back. We'll see if we are able to follow that game. Let's jump to some of the games which are not towards the leaderboard, but Kartikeya Vyun and okay. Kartikeyan is already a queen down, and white seems to be comfortable in this position. So Yashwat will join. Yashwat will come on 3 points. So Yashwat will also, I guess, joins the leaderboard. Where Kartikeyan couldn't stop. If Kartikeyan would have won, he would have been on 2.5, joining Arnav, chasing the pack. And let's see if there are more games going on. Okay, we haven't tuned into iMox versus Advi Grum. Also, audiences following in the chat, if the parents or the kids who are watching here, drop in your ID, Chesscom ID. We will make sure we
Yeah,
follow
we will
those
make sure we
games
look at
or
the game.
analyze those games. And definitely, and if you are watching, also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we you show us the love so that we have the full energy during the weekends joining in for the stream. It's very late for us, so thanks to the special commentators joining in, taking out their precious time. And guys, here, yeah, white clearly looks like
White's just
Imox,
winning with the pawn push. I guess Imox will be coming in with the
but these can be very
cannons.
tricky. White needs to find the exact technique. If white makes a blunder here, black king might just be in time to go back. And kids
Yeah,
usually,
yeah.
yeah.
King, he need to bring his king. Yeah, that's a fine. You just need
Getting in the
to give a support to
opposition.
the pawn.
The king has the opposition now. Let's see.
See here, white king can hide behind a c pawn,
Yeah,
and
just go
then
king
the rook can.
e6.
Yes. So
I
that's a
mean,
good
king
strategy.
material, and then probably even if it manages to get the c pawn up, it should be promoting, right? Yeah, now king f7 looks very interesting. But we simply promote it.
No, king f7 was a bad move. I think he would have just promoted the pawn.
Yeah, exactly. You would simply promote.
Hmm. Uh,
Not there.
here, king
Yeah, here
f7.
the king f7 wasn't a good move. The pawn will be promoted, and it's
Okay.
a check to the king. I think
Checks. Now
that's
that's
why black is not able to come to seventh rank. He didn't play the f7 even after this move.
right.
Now, now king e7, right?
Then rook e8, and probably white gonna have a promotion.
Just promote and just oh. Yeah, even now I think you can just actually queen up and oh.
No, in that case, the rook would have took the queen, and still the
Even
white could have
I
win
mean,
big.
even after that, white is winning because it can just gobble up the pawns.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Now it's completely
Moksha winning here, and Advik Guram struggling. So Advik Guram, Moksha will take the win here, and it's time for us to switch to the next game. Let's go to here where Sri Gautam is playing against Avnish Sinha, and Sri Gautam is white. This looks a very interesting position. Like on the first glance, I'm not counting the material, but something the bishop is trapped. Black rooks are very strong in the center. This white rook is a little bit out of the game. So does points even matter here much?
that pawn on c5 is going to be dangerous if it's not taken care of.
All right. Is on person a good move here?
I don't
No,
think
I
so.
don't think so. No. King should take the knight first.
There
Yeah,
are many threats, right? C7. Right, king takes the
See,
knight, C7, then the
yeah,
bishop comes on B8.
yes, but then this knight maneuver can come. Knight e7, and then knight can come to take his. Sorry, knight f6, and then to d7
right.
to take the bishop on b8.
I think the black can capture the knight on a6. That will be a good decision. Because after king to a6, c7, rook c8, and bishop b8. Like, yeah.
Yes. And then after that, and she said, maneuver the knight and eat up the bishop.
Yeah,
This
then the
simple.
knight can be taken to play
And
the
I
g8
guess
knight.
we might also see that variation that we are seeing on the board because it kind of looks like a little bit forced. Just that the knight maneuver, Anshul, I guess I'm not sure. The kid will find it straight away, but somewhere a little bit later. And we see a lot of games ending in. We'll be tuning in to the standings. Next round should be starting soon. We have like only couple of minutes going on, so there are only two games going on. This is one of the games and another one is with Imoksh, which we saw as against Advik Gram. Imoksh is clearly winning. Let's see. So, all right. Anyone would like to
Well,
explain the ladder checkmate? Feel free. I guess we'll see a ladder checkmate here.
Yeah.
but I think Kirti ma'am can explain a little better here. Ma'am, would you like to go for that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like there are so many combinations here, but just probably placing the queen behind on f3 and then just kind of using the rook in the front. So maybe queen f3 and then rook g4 and then queen to h3.
Well,
That
what
is
do you prefer
also
more, like on the files or on the ranks?
on the files is a little bit more neater, right? There's no way to mess it up.
Okay. Well, yes, you're right. The queen should
Imoksh taking a little
behind
bit of
the rook.
time.
Yeah,
And
now he
now
Yeah,
has
that's
found
it.
his
it.
Yeah, he's going in for the call. Remember, always queen behind the rook, not queen in the front, because that just, yeah, that's, he's got the win and now he's back.
Well, yes,
this looks
good.
like a ladder, and that is why it's called the ladder checkmate for the
Oh,
audiences
we have a
tuning
lot
in.
of artistic drawing and visual representation going on here. A lot
All
of
right.
effort.
The last game,
Good.
this is the last game that we saw, and kind of, okay, white played rook c6, and black is bringing in the knight here.
Oh, I think he has
Is
played
that a mistake?
without. Yeah, it's. I think he just played it in advance and didn't look for what white has played.
All right.
It was a pre-move, I think.
Kid is, yeah, the kid is panicking in under time. Avnish,
Yeah,
if you watch the stream later, don't panic. 1.5 minutes is good enough. You have to panic in less than 30 seconds.
You have to
So,
panic in less than.
all right. No
well,
need to panic at 30 seconds also. Uh, just
Yeah,
uh, just have a word with your coach. Your coach
panic
will
and you
help
just lose
you.
on time.
Your coach will help you with a little bit of a blitz chess or some bullet chess to help you
I think
the nerves
black
towards
should
the
play
end.
rook g8 right now. Oh well,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
it.
also fine.
Rook a1, and this is a skewer where black simply wins this rook on h1, but still a very complicated position for black with this bishop and pawn occupying this rook or
Well,
the king.
unless this king is sitting on a b7, I think the rook is the black side is in comfortable mode right now.
But we
He
saw
shouldn't
black
bother with
panicking
this.
in time, right? So this probably, I personally feel, white will go for a win victory here if white's connection doesn't lose in on time.
But
Showing white has poor
still,
connection here.
the black rook is still placed on c8. I don't think there's.
Black can also play rook g8, like saving the g7 pawn, and then do something about it.
Yeah.
But black has played h3, hoping that he gets this pawn since it is pinned, but he forgets that the rook is on the g file. White also panicking under time can simply take the g7 pawn here, which was hanging. And now white king again joins the attack. Sorry, that was made by me. Rook e8 check is the move in the position. And now white is half a minute. White was 1.5 minutes, but we also saw white is facing some internet
So now it's
issues.
time to panic. Now it's officially the time to panic.
Hmm.
Check.
Let's is rook g5 or king g4? Yeah. Now he can eat up the G7 pawn, I guess.
Yeah,
Again.
he should take the G7.
If he exchanges, he'll be in a bad fit, right?
Oh, come on. This, he's losing so much time.
Oh
I think it's
no.
gone.
But
Is he gonna play?
Shri
Oh,
Gautam is facing some internet issues. That is why he's losing so much time. Probably he's playing faster, but there is some lag
Like,
or delay. And no worries. Ah, and Avnish Sana won on time. Black winning. Black
Okay.
deserved to win, but Black panicked a little bit under time. And now let's jump
yeah.
round four, last round starting soon. The game should kick off, and we see four players on the leaderboard. So the top two games,
Wow.
we will keep a tab on them. Rook near AVB, Rook near AVB, Chessminator, Aditya G25, Yashvi T2014, all 3 on 3. Beemed, Hunch, and Arush and Arnav trying to catch up with them. And there are a shout out to all the other kids also we see. And there are some kids, no worries. Atharva, Kayal Karthik, we saw had a very tenacious defense. So, Kayal Karthik, shout out to you. You also were playing good chess. Shout out to all the kids for participating. We'll jump through, try to. There are other kids who are also waiting for their turns, and we have a full house here. 50 is the upper limit for the USCF games to be joined. So, shout out to all the kids for participating and all the parents for taking out the time in the weekend. And here we are. We are just waiting for last round to kick off. There are no games going on. These are the standings as you can see here, and we just wait for the games to kick off. Games are, and on the leaderboard, on the top side, we see Aditya G25 versus Rukneer AVP. And this is Aditya G. Last game also, did we see he played a Karuka or one of the games? I guess he played C6 on D4 also. So I guess
Correct.
that's the prep that Aditya Ji is following from his coaches. So also, as we were discussing, sometimes the coaches say today in the arena you have to play this particular opening only. It's a challenge for them
Challenge the
for
kid, yeah.
this. Yeah, so challenge the kid. So these are some good tactics by the coaches. And yeah, what are some of the tactics that you use as challenge, guys? I would like to hear your thoughts on that. So anything. I challenge the kids, like let's just say we are practicing like a single checkmate or a single queen checkmate. I give the kid only 1 minute and I ask them to checkmate me in less than 1 minute. These are like this is a very basic challenge by the way for training exercises. What are other type of challenges, interesting challenges that you guys might use? Anyone would like to go ahead? Let's go
I
turn by
feel like
turn. Yeah,
I've done
Kirti, go
the
ahead.
opposite. I feel like
Okay.
I've done the opposite. I've often had kids have this, rating fear that they can't face someone higher rated. And this has just been something I always wanted to work on, because at the end of the day, you cannot define someone's strength based on their rating. You can to a certain extent, but you shouldn't be scared to, let's say, face someone high rated. So I usually challenge them that, maybe when we're playing a simul or something, I am a couple of pieces down comfortably. I already start the game with a couple of pieces down, and then now I tell them, okay, I don't have these pieces. And I feel like that also kind of showcases, like when they make mistakes, like maybe they're not activating their pieces, so I tell them, even if, imagine I'm playing a whole queen side down, and if I'm still able to play 30-40 moves against, that probably means you're not using your pieces, so I'm not worried about your pieces coming out either. So I feel like that's been pretty useful, to play pieces down. Like that's a reverse tactic, I suppose. Like encourage more play.
Yeah, that's a good strategy, I think. Well, I usually make them play with the higher rated players through the open tournaments. I usually try to make them join in the much higher rated events, like below 2000 and
They're
below
too scared to
2200.
lose their rating.
No, well, see, over the leeches, I think they should not worry about losing the rating. I saw that after some time they just come out of their fear and they just start facing anyone. They just don't even look for their rating. They don't even complain that I have played with against a higher rated player. They usually get sad when they lose. When I think that's a good thing. When you're getting
Yeah.
serious about playing a game and you feeling for that, like when you're losing and you're feeling for that, and I think this is a good sign of a kid getting improved and getting
Chirag,
passionate
this is
about it.
exactly what I said, like in the afternoon, right? If you remember, this is
Yeah,
something
yeah,
very similar I said.
yes. Kids losing is fine and they take it to the heart, but that's all right. Okay, so Deepta, any challenges that you give the kids, any special things that you do?
Challenges which I give, that is like to improve in chess, I tell them to solve lot of puzzles. Like wherever they get puzzles, they should solve puzzles. So that is, I think, that is the main key to success. So to improve in chess,
But
and
like, do you challenge them like 10 puzzles in like 5 minutes, three puzzles in 1 minute, something like that?
Puzzle racer, yes.
yeah, that I tried to give them, but
Yes.
what I see, like 1 or 2 days the kid will be doing, and later they will not do, like for next 4 days. So what I do, like to do puzzle race, the kids enjoys to do puzzle race most. So that's a very interesting thing, which the kids like to play.
Uh,
And sometimes I do one thing, like I tell the kid that if you survive 30 moves against me, then I will be giving you 30 yellow points in leeches. So the kids get
Oh,
very,
bidding someone with, oh,
yeah. So
that's an
nice.
Well,
interesting
that's a
try
good way to reward.
he
Interesting
tries to not to give
tactics.
any pieces in the 30 moves, in the first 30 moves. So that's, and after that, when they achieve that, I just lose a game in a rated game. So they get some like 50 to 60 ratings in a game. So that's very interesting for them.
Well, be
does
very
this offer
careful with
apply
that.
only to the kids?
So yeah, but we are seeing in this game, like Black is playing very strong chess, but we can see he's having a less piece, but still the structure is very good. So what do you think?
Well,
Uh, Black hold
what
his
she
position?
I think what she means, she wants to play against you and she wants you to lose and she's going to get some elo points.
Yeah, and chess.
No, so you said 60, and maybe if you go under over 100, then I'd definitely be interested to take it up.
She wants to earn those points too.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So this offer only apply to kids.
All right. And for the parents watching in the chat, we have the trial enrollment link for you. So if you want your coaches to experiment with cool tactics, these exciting techniques for them to learn, all right, enroll your kid right now. The link is
Well,
in the
in
comments pinned there. And
in
sure, guys, sorry, Anshul, sorry to interrupt. Let's jump to another game. All
no
right,
issues.
this is the game
Yeah,
between
in
the
this game, I
leaders.
would like to add one thing. Like,
Sure.
mhm. Yeah. So in this game, White has, make his position worse by taking the pawn on c5 in the beginning. He shouldn't have gone for that. He should have kept some patience over there and, develop other things first. So, like, yeah, when we go for the beginning, yeah, here, you see, the White has took this pawn on c5. Not only just he break his pawn structure, also
But he's
he has
also
given a tempo
opening
to
an
the black
attack on
side.
the. He's opening up an attack on the
He
F
has
pawn as
also
well.
given a right here. The black has got the tempo. Basically, white should have let the black spend two moves to come this bishop to c5. So here the main strategy should be the let black should make his bishop come to e7 first, and if you wanna still take this pawn, then only you should go for that. Here queen e2 and then bishop to e3 or something like this should have come, so that you can develop your pieces. Yeah, or simply just go for a castling on this move. That's fine for you.
Definitely giving a tempo. Tempo means he's capturing as well as developing at the same time and moving quickly out. And now he goes queen e2. Black gives a sacrifice there. And not to forget what black is still a piece down.
Yeah,
Uh,
but you know, advantage wise, if he can take advantage out of here, then he can do. See, black is trying to maneuver. I think he's trying to bring his queen to this side, but he should castle first, or he's gonna
Yeah.
suffer very badly.
All right. So this is one of the leader games which is going on, and Ruknir AVB has given up. Ruknir AVB is the sub, but Black has some kind of Aditya G25 has some kind of. So quite an imbalanced position. It will be interesting to tune back into this game. Let's see another game where for the leaderboard. Sorry, one second. I guess. Okay, Chessminator already won. I was about to tune into Chessminator's games, and Chessminator already won. So Chessminator leads. He is on 4. Arush 0827 chasing the pack. Arush 0827 has already won his game. So he's on 3.5 out of 4. So Arush will finish second definitely. One of the persons, Ruknir, AVB, or Aditya G25 will join on 4. There is also Yashvi and Bimid Hunch. So that will also be interesting to see if Yashvi or Bimid Hunch is able to reach 4. But let's jump. So this is a game against Dhairya 105 and Sanjeev GM. We see Dhairya 105 playing as white and should be winning this game comfortably. And they are playing too fast. Arya Magi and Tans NP. Guys, what are your thoughts about this position? This looks like an interesting position. Both of them at 2 points, trying to get with to 3. And all right, Black wins that pawn.
Yeah, that was a comfortable pawn, but
But
yeah,
bishop
black
to
should go.
d2. What about bishop d2?
Bishop
Bishop to
b2.
d2. First queen b8. Yeah, queen b8 here. Only
I
move, I
think queen b
guess.
check is sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
queen
bishop
b8 check.
d2. Bishop d2 was an interesting move. That would have won the white exchange up at least. Piece only
So queen
also
b8
he could
was
have
not a
done.
good move.
I think after this, white is getting a queen.
Okay.
Like king c7, queen b7,
Yeah,
and
mating threat.
after that, knight c6 check is there.
Sorry, Surdeep, can you repeat the line? Now, queen d8.
Okay, so I'm saying that here king e7. Oh, after king d8, queen d8, king d8, and knight f7. The h8 rook is gone.
Yeah, that's at the bare minimum. And sorry, the other one that you were saying, queen b8, king e7. All right, I'm unable to make the
Yes,
move
after
right
queen
now.
d8 also the queen
You,
can
you,
capture,
you
and
need to
h7
deselect
pawn
the
is
queen.
hanging. Yeah.
King e7, and you're saying knight. No, but the
Queen b7.
queen b7 again.
Yeah. After queen b8, king e7 and queen b7. Yes. And if
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
knight c6, queen b7 check. Yeah.
and the king goes back.
Queen b7. Queen f7 is hanging.
Oh, queen f7.
So I think after this, it's also a checkmate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Queen
wherever the
b7.
king is going, it's going to be a checkmate. Like, even if he goes to e8,
Yes.
first queen d7 and then queen f7 is a checkmate.
Yet black
Yeah.
can play queen c7, but after queen c7, there is a knight c6 check followed by bishop c7. The queen is
oh, he
white is getting a queen.
captured a7. Sorry,
Probably the same thing happening.
king e7. He captured a7 instead of going queen b7. And
Same.
now, but rook c7. Can black go rook c7?
But then fork is coming, knight
No,
c6.
knight c6 check is there.
Queen c7.
Yeah. Queen c7, still I can play knight c6. And
Yeah,
the queen
Then
will
rook,
be gone with the bishop.
no, then the rook. Yeah, okay.
The rook take it, but bishop will take the queen.
Right. Tactics. So white winning here, Arya Magi. We see a lot of tactics going on. If the queen goes here, then knight, queen c7, knight
I think the
c6 is
game
the
is
turn threat,
finished for
right?
the black. Yeah, the game is
Yes,
finished for the black. Whatever black going to do, it's gonna
yes.
be,
And
done
that
with
is
it.
why black is taking a lot of time, but we do not have much time as there are other interesting things going on. So let's quickly jump to other games and we see the standings. All right, there is one game which is going on, Rukneer AVB versus Aditya G, and it will be interesting to see who joins there on the leaderboard. Okay, Aditya G 25 only on, sorry, Rukneer AVB as white only on 1 minute, and Aditya G 25 on 6 minutes. And let's stick to this game. It will be
I think
interesting. Now, black
here
taking time what to do.
white is in a very good position. His queen is coming to e7, and then he can try to destroy the king side. Well,
Yeah.
interestingly, the rook is there to save on f8, so that should be the thing to watch. Also, the white is piece up. Oh, he's not going for that. Yeah, now queen should come to e7.
Queen to e7, now rook f8. So there's no point going rook a8, I guess. I thought queen e2 would
Yeah,
have been a better move there earlier. Probably
Yeah.
just activating the queen somewhere, bringing into the center. All right, goes back.
yeah, rook a7 now coming up.
That
Okay, yeah, this is good.
g4,
This is
g5.
fine.
But the interesting thing is white has to find this win in 1 minute. And that's the challenge.
Yeah,
Aditya G25 is also a very fast, very playing very quickly. He's already on 5.5 minutes on the clock here. Whereas it's almost the time is like 5x, 1 minute versus 5 minutes. And yes, white just
yeah, white can succumb to a time
uh,
pressure.
did black has had a move f5 there?
F5.
Yeah, can
No, I
black play
think
f5?
So,
well, f5 gonna weaken his king side, so he should avoid it. Black strategy should be wasting his time only. Like he should try to, yeah, he's going for a draw. If you see, the black is trying to make a threefold repetition over here, but obviously white will not let him do that.
Okay, all right. So Aditya G versus Rukmir AVB. It will be interesting to watch, but we have some games going on at the bottom of the board also, bottom of the table. And this is an interesting one where Akiran 2014 versus Shravan. And Shravan playing as black, trying to find some attack on the white king. White seems to be decently
yeah.
defended right now, but looks like black will find this victory because black is an entire rook up. So, all right, here simply, okay, he could have simply eaten up the pawn also, I guess, because it was under pin, but he chooses to exchange the queens, which I guess is
Queen
also working.
h4, yeah, queen h4 was a good move, I think, because after that rook g3 was coming. So queen takes h4 and then followed by the rook takes g3. Pawn is pinned by the bishop, so he can't do anything with that. Oh yes, this also
Still,
could be
queen g3 was also the move. He's thinking of this
yeah.
sacrifice. Bishop
Well,
captures on g3, pawn.
yes,
Yeah.
All right, so
he should.
Shravan will find this win, definitely, I
I think
guess.
he should push the pawn to f6.
But can he just simply? No, he can't.
Yeah, it was a double check he could have played, but the king could have took the f2.
Yeah, anything works as a
Uh,
checkmate here. King
Blunder.
h2, queen g2 is a checkmate.
Yeah, the game is finished. Black
All
won.
right, and okay, 1 second. Interesting thing for the leaderboard. White was not able to find a breakthrough, and Ruknir AVB we saw, even though being a piece up, couldn't win this match. But Aditya had this idea earlier where he was better. He ate up, gave up this, gave up this knight for activity for two pawns, and White played black played fast, and that was the only thing. Here, White was decently better, kind of had to find some kind
Oh
of
wait,
attack going on.
sir, can you go back to some moves?
Move number.
Well, I think it was around 25. when the queen has went to c8.
Yeah,
Yeah, here. Oh, okay.
back rank checkmate.
Okay. Yeah, back rank checkmate he's attempting
Yes,
for.
so that's why black played h6. We discussed
Black
back
played
rank
h6.
checkmate and back rank's defense here, and that was the case. And we saw now rook near AVB couldn't find this victory in time, and Aditya G25 holds and joins the leaderboard in the standing. Only one game going on, so guys, we'll just quickly analyze the last game, and we'll scroll through the chat also if there are any specific requests. We'll just go through them quickly and we'll look at the standings after this game is over. All right, audiences, if you are just tuning in the chat, if you parents, if you want your kids' game to be analyzed, drop their Chesscom ID in the chat. We'll make sure we'll analyze it. And okay, what just happened? Black just gave up a rook.
I think he blundered.
Time
Yeah, he
pressure.
should have at least put it on h5 so that he would have got the knight.
But
Yeah, the
couldn't he have
g2
just
pawn
taken
was.
up the G2 pawn?
Yeah, g2 pawn was available to take.
All right, but I
After
guess still black is getting checkmated, right? No,
no on
he's
the
running away.
g7 g7 and then f7.
Rook
That can
G2.
he can comfortably sit on f7 as well.
Yeah.
So this is what black had to play, but black just simply gave up the rook and resigned in this position. Okay, guys, so that's the time. 4 rounds are finished. The standings, Aditya G25 and Chessminator, only 2 kids out of 50, making 4 out of 4, and Arush chasing the pack, very close, just one draw, 0827 going on, 3.5 out of 4. Rukneer AVB, we saw a hard luck, and it was Bmed Hanch, Dere 105, Arya Magi, a lot of kids still Vihan reaching reaching the task of scoring 3 out of 4. But shout out to other kids also, and we saw a lot of IDs. We were able to see a lot of games. We tried to cover most of them, but few of them, if we missed out, you can still drop the requests with the Chesscom ID in the chat. We'll make sure we'll try to analyze them. All right, Abhinandan Ganguly joins the chat. We have Kunal Kumar, Anshul Bhatla, and Zaisha were also in the commentary box, giving a hello to all, shout out to all, and all right, guys.
Well, interesting to watch over here. Arush progressive points, like it is 8.5. If he would have also finished at 4/4, he would have been a champion.
Yes, that's definitely interesting to watch. And so that way, VB USCF has 9, but VB USCF is at 2.4 or 2.5. So the main points discount. Rukmir AVB is at 10. Rukmir AVB lost just that last game against Aditya G25. So that was also interesting. Otherwise, Rukmir AVB managed to win a lot of games. And we saw these guys also had a little bit. Avnish Sinha, Isha Begil, Vihan, and Yashvi, Arya Magi, all these guys just lost only one game. So otherwise, they would have also finished on the top. Shout out to all the kids for participating, and it was fun. Fun having you guys, Anshul, Suridita, and Kirti. Thanks for joining in, guys. Your last words for the audiences and for the kids. Go ahead.
Well, keep playing and keep rocking. It doesn't mean whether you have finished at what position today, but definitely you can reach to the top in the next event.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think just practicing, and then if not now, like you need to get to the bottom before you get to the top. So you're definitely going to eventually learn a lot of things from these tournaments, apart from everything else.
Right. Good words from our commentators. Keep learning, keep playing. So, Deepta, would you like to add something to that? Your
I
final
just
words?
wanted to congratulations to everyone, and everyone played a very good game, and just participate in every USCF tournaments. That will be the key to success. Like The more you play chess, the more you will be succeeding in life. That's what I will say.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's great.
And
Keep
others
playing.
offer to
Keep
Mhm.
playing,
some
keep
points.
playing consistently. And that's our time, guys. We'll see you next weekend again with more events, more events happening. Next weekend we have an interesting event coming up, which is the
The
chess
rapid.
Scholastic, the PCA Scholastic rating bracket tournaments. So it's going to be
Yeah.
categories A, B, C, D, E, five categories for each rating brackets, and the kids will be competing there. So that's on 27th of May. So guys, we'll be seeing you on 27th of May in that stream. Also, don't forget to check out our podcast, first podcast episode called as Standard with Coaches is out now on YouTube, where we take a deep dive into the life of the coaches as well as expert chess players, expert coaches. So, first episode is hosted by Abhinandan Ganguly with Rajesh Nayak, who himself is a very strong federated player with a peak rating of 2363, and he talks about everything in and around chess and his life, from uh, fitness routines to chess tournaments, schedules, and how important is it to break a rating barrier or a blockade. Do check it out. It's a fun episode, and we will see you on 27th May for the PCS Scholastic rating bracket tournament. Some interesting prizes there also coming up. So we'll take a leave now, guys. See you in the next stream. Bye bye.
See you, sir. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.